Smoking Cessation Program by Jessica Kersey. The NOT or Not on Tobacco program is a smoking cessation program designed by the American Lung Association. Teen smokers ages 14 to 19 volunteer for the 10-week program. During the program, each participant works to try to identify their reasons for smoking. They also identify healthy alternatives to smoking and people in their lives who will support them. The target population of the Not on Tobacco program are teen smokers ages 14 to 19. The teens are found in schools or organizations that have a trained facilitator that leads each group. The goal of the program is to encourage teens to quit smoking by finding healthy alternatives and identifying a support system. The key question asked by the American Lung Association is, why do teens smoke? The program is based on the idea that each participant will find the answer to this question and find an alternative to combat their reasons for smoking. The program addresses many obvious reasons for smoking. One of these reasons is socializing with other smokers. 98.4% of the participants said that they smoked more if they had friends that smoked. 78.5% smoked more if their parents smoked, and 60% smoked more if they had a sibling that smoked. The social smoking among teens is clearly an issue that needed to be resolved. The NOT program relies on facilitators to take the initiative to be trained and start groups within schools and organizations. For this reason, groups can be formed almost anywhere. This creates a wide range of diversity among participants. This could help the development of the program by linking smoking cessation outcomes with different schools, organizations, or regions. How teens in a private school setting response to the program may be completely different from an inner-city school's participants. The program is targeting the public health issue of tobacco use. Tobacco use leads to cancer, decrease in quality of life, and in many cases, death. The American Lung Association offers incentives for those who quit smoking successfully with the program to encourage teens to keep up with their progress. They also provide funding for the course of the program so that those who cannot afford the program still have the opportunity to receive the help that they need to quit smoking. Scientists from the Agency for Healthcare Policy and Research, the Department of Health and Human Services, worked with ALA to form the context of the NOT curriculum. They worked with the local Department of Education in West Virginia, teachers and health educators to recruit students. They also had to gain respect and trust of the students at the school to gain participants. Many different levels of public health had to come together to make this program a success. The researchers from many different organizations had to analyze the problem of teen smoking and find the best way to address it within the adolescent community. The ALA then had to find funding for the program so that it could survive. Once in motion, the ALA then had to work with the local school to be able to provide the program to the students in need. Facilitators of the NOT groups had to be trained on the curriculum and agree to teach it to the students. The students, teachers, and school health professionals are stakeholders of the NOT program. The students reap the benefits of the success of the program. Teachers and school personnel provided input to the researchers for the development of the program. Later, West Virginia educators helped to implement the program. Facilitators are trained personnel who volunteer to become certified to lead each group. The program requires that groups be facilitated at a school or other organization. The use of the schools or public organizations for group meetings is a community resource. The original research and development of the program was originally funded by West Virginia University PCR, the West Virginia Bureau of Public Health, and Department of Education. The American Lung Association was later included in on the project. The ALA provides facilitator training, full financial support for implementing groups, and incentives for participants. Obtaining parental consent can be an ethical concern. The parents of the youth participants may not know that they use tobacco. Requiring consent could deter participants from joining the program. However, their parents or guardians have the right to know what they are involved in. Parental consent is required for any results to be used for research purposes. Using the results of the program for further research could enhance the program's success. The need for the Not on Tobacco program is widespread and obvious. There are not any obvious groups or organizations that have opposed this program. This program could cause tobacco companies in future smokers. The big tobacco companies would be the only opponents to the program, but none have protested so far. The need for this program is widespread. However, teens in areas that are economically challenged have higher smoking rates. The NOT program was developed with this in mind. The program is available at no cost to all participants. Even with current educational programs in schools, adolescent smoking continues to rise. This program was developed to attack the problem from a different angle. The program was designed to address the social issues that cause teen smoking. In order to get a community buy-in, the community needs to be familiar with the program and what it has set out to accomplish. Since the program is aimed at teens, I would first launch a campaign on social media sites. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are great platforms to reach today's youth. I would convey to them that they are not alone in their struggles and that there's individualized help out there. They should know that this program is tailored to teens and that they will not be judged for being a teen smoker. This program is here to help improve their quality of life. If teens saw that NOT was available to them, then it could start the process of making a lifestyle change. At the very least, it could get them thinking about a change in general. I would also reach out to other stakeholders. Reaching out to teachers and school personnel could get the community more involved. Having the schools on board with the cause would show the community that the program is reputable. The Not on Tobacco program is successful for many reasons. One reason is that the program has separate activities for male and female participants. This allows each group to address issues that they would have otherwise shied away from. Teens are voluntarily participating in the program. They are not forced to be there. They had to make the decision on their own to make the change and will therefore put more effort into the program. Also, the program helps teens to identify healthy alternatives to smoking and stress management. Having these life skills will help them be able to cope with not smoking when life gets hectic. The short-term effect of the program is smoking cessation in teens. The goal is to reach out to as many teen smokers as possible and help them quit using tobacco. The long-term effects of this program would be fewer adult smokers and fewer people with tobacco-related cancers. Many people who are adult smokers picked up the habit in their adolescent years. If teens quit smoking in their teen years, then they'll have lower chances of developing complications from their tobacco use. Overall, the effect and purpose is to improve the quality of life of the public. Not spending decades using tobacco could save an individual from years of suffering with cancers and breathing complications. Not on Tobacco offers minimal risk to the participating teens. The teens may not be ready to admit that they have a smoking habit and may even be afraid of getting into trouble. The required parental consent could deter participants from accepting the help of the program. The NOT program can be scaled up to meet the needs of other or larger communities. The groups themselves only contain 10 to 12 participants. In order for the program to accommodate more teens, there would need to be more group facilitators. Because the groups are so small, the program can also be scaled down. A single group can be started in a community as long as there's at least one volunteer facilitator and 10 participants. The groups function independently from one another, so there can be as little or as many groups as a community needs.